Hello.
Hey, Sebastian, Rowan from Sebatian Media. How are you?
All right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm terrific. It's such a thrill to speak with you. Thanks so much for your time.
Well, thank you for giving a shit.
Pleasure indeed. Now, look, mate, they told me that you might have me on your Periscope this morning, which I thought was a rude metaphor.
I was going to do that, but I had kind of a late night last night, and the thing about Periscope that I didn't anticipate was that a lot of people like to do a freeze frame of the Periscope and put it up like a picture. So the next time I do that, I got to make my hair look pretty, and I have to make sure the light is good because I wasn't trying to do a fashion show, but a lot of people and I'm like, God, if I look like that, I'm quitting the fucking music industry. Like, please.
It's priceless.
So I didn't have time to get my hair all fluffed up properly for you. Next interview, I'll make sure.
Oh, brilliant. Well, congratulations on such a killer career. It really is difficult to find a place to start, but why don't we go briefly back to Kid Wicked just for a giggle?
Oh, my God. Wow. Well, I certainly had my hair puffed up properly in Kid Wicked, that's for sure.
Oh, my God. What was
I can't believe you're asking me about that. Sorry,
I couldn't help myself. It's just such a killer story. It's brilliant. What was happening for you between Kid Wicked and then going to Mark Leese's wedding?
Wow. Okay. Between Kid Wicked and Mark Weiss's wedding, I joined a band in Detroit, Michigan called Madam X, who are on Jet Records. And I spent a year in that band touring America at the age of either 15 or 16 I was.
Yeah.
And then I was in that band, Madam X, exactly 1 year to the day. And that's when I went to Mark Weiss's wedding when I was in Madam X. Then I went back to Toronto and I formed a cover band called VO5, which was named after a shampoo.
Oh.
and that band featured Pete Friesen, who's the guitar player of Alice Cooper and then The Almighty. And
wow.
I don't know who he's playing with now, but then Skid Row, that's when they had seen me at Mark Weiss's wedding, and it was when I was in VO5 was when they wanted me to try out for Skid Row. And also at that time when I was in VO5, I had a studio project which was titled Sebastian, which was the band put together by Rich Chicky, who is the producer of Rush now. He has produced the last 5 Rush albums. He was my guitar player in the band Sebastian, which when I quit, they changed the name, and the singer that replaced me in my solo band project was James LaBrie from Dream Theater, and he sang all the songs that I had written with Rich Chicky, which became the album Winter Rose, which was only released in Japan. But
wow.
There's a version of that album, Winter Rose, with me singing instead of James LaBrie, which was before Skid Row, and that is exactly what was happening.
My God, you had a lot on. Of course, you haven't looked back since then.
Well, also at that time, I was also doing beer commercials. I only did that for a couple months in Toronto. Right after I did the beer commercials is when Skid Row got me to New Jersey. But I was making money singing jingles in Toronto, and that was when I was with Rich Chicky. This was like 1987.
Okay.
And that's when I joined Skid Row.
Oh, wow. And of course, following Skid Row, you formed The Last Hard Men, and 1999 you released Bring 'Em Back Alive. Was the time in between Skid Row and launching your solo career a difficult time? Was it a bit disjointed, or you knew exactly where you were headed?
It was horrible. It was, the time when I got fired from Skid Row was the worst time of my life up to that point, because I couldn't believe that we had been embraced by the whole world, and then we just didn't want to do it anymore. I couldn't understand.
Yeah,
I just couldn't understand how you could. I couldn't understand how you could make Five Guys' dreams come true and then just stop. Like that's mind blowing. It's still mind blowing to me. But yeah, that was not an easy time. And I remember being in the woods, like at Christmas, with my mom and my aunt in the snow, like chopping wood for the fireplace. And I didn't have any idea what the hell I was going to do. And and my agency said, "Would you like to go on the road solo for a couple of weeks?" And I never even thought of doing that. And I said, okay. And all the gigs were sold out. All the fans came, and that was '96, and so I've never looked back really since then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, pardon the pun, we've looked back. Yeah. And then on to Broadway, and of course, who better to provide the paramount link between music and theatre than you playing Riff Raff? How was that?
Well, that was a cool one, but my favorite one I did was Jekyll and Hyde, because the story was incredible, and I'm a Marvel Comics fan, and when I was a kid, I bought Marvel Classics Comics #1, which was Jekyll and Hyde, and I really felt like I was playing like a Marvel character, and when I was doing that, and so that was the most fun I had on the theater stage for sure.
Of course, and one of your most challenging roles must have been as Triton in SpongeBob. I love watching that.
I thought you were going to say Jesus Christ, and then you said Triton.
I watch that with my kids, and have such a ball knowing it's you.
Yeah. Well, my voice, has a life of its own, and I've done a couple of those. I was Wild Man and Robot Chicken, and I've done other ones. I can't even. Oh, Johnny Bravo. I was a voice in there.
Yeah.
I've done a couple of things like that. Yeah.
Wonderful stuff. Now, Given Hell, what a sensational album. Do you have any intentions of slowing down?
Well, my next task is my book called 18 in Life on Skid Row, which will be coming out probably March, I think. And it's a very, very involved, detailed process. Putting together 500 pages or whatever is a lot, big task. So I have to finish that. And then I'll do another record after that.
Wonderful.
My manager's named Rick Sales, and I'm very fortunate to have him guide my career, help my career. And he told me that after the book, we will be going back to do a new record. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, brilliant, and very exciting for us too, I can tell you, and the book will be sensational. And I can't tell you how thrilled and excited we are for your upcoming visit to Australia. We've only got a month to wait, and you're here.
I've always loved to play Australia. The very first time we played there was 1990 on the Youth Gone Wild tour, and my memory of that was when Motley Crue were playing on the Dr. Feelgood tour at the exact same time we were there. And Vince Neil took me out on a speedboat, just me and him and a couple friends, zooming around the Sydney Harbor. Then, like a couple of days later, Motley Crue had this huge party on this huge yacht and invited all of Skid Row, and we were all on there with Motley Crue and Skid Row, and Motley Crue's parents were flown in from California, and this was like 1990, a long time ago. And I remember partying with Tommy Lee's mom and dad, like drinking beers with his dad.
Oh, brilliant!
So I have a lot of great memories of Australia, lots and lots.
Oh, so we can't wait to form new memories next month. I can assure you, we're really excited to have you back. And I can could chat to you for days. I realise you have a schedule. I'm going to try and hit you up for a face-to-face when you get here if I can.
Sure, for sure, dude. I look forward to that.
Indeed. Look, thank you so much for your time, and please travel safely.
Okay, buddy. We'll see you real soon.
I'll see you soon, Sebastian. Thank you.
Thank you for the support. Thank you for 28 years of rock and roll.
Oh, you've made it our pleasure, mate, not the other way around.
Right on, buddy. Thank you, man. Have a
Take
good
care.
one.